Alright everyone, let's learn how can we do the embedding management with the help of Langchain in our Postgres database. For that, let's import indexes, which is SQL record manager and index, and we'll also import our vector store from pgvector. After that, let's also import the Langchain OpenAI. From there, we'll import the OpenAI embedding, and let's also import Langchain doc store documents, import documents. So what we are going to do is let's copy the connection string that we have created. In the previous lesson, we have created the vector database. So this is the connection URI. And now what we are going to do is to initialize a class with the help of this connection URI. So in PG vector, we need to pass the embedding model. So let's also collect it from the previous code. Let's pass it here. So let's pass embedding model as embedding model that we have initialized above. After that, we need to also give the collection name. So let's create a collection name and let's initialize a constant collection and let's call it YouTube talks. Now, once we are done, now let's also create a namespace that will be helpful. Let me give it a name as YT namespace. Let's save it and then pass it. And we can also pass the connection URI and we need to make it use JSONB as true. So by doing that, our vector store is initialized. Now we need to create a record manager. So from SQL record manager, let's give it a namespace. So namespace that we have defined. Let's give the collection the DB URI as connection URI. And this is what we need. Now let's create the schema. This is going to initialize all of the required structure into our namespaces. From documentation, let's bring same documents that we did in the previous class. Let's add some documents. This is going to be the content. Now let's modify the metadata as IDs. Let's pass the IDs for now manually. And we can now define, let's say, a source, which could be, let's say, a db.py file where we are trying to retrieve this information. So let's do same thing here. And now let's also copy and let's give it some. Usually when you are creating an embedding, there's already a tutorial present where you can learn how to do embedding from documents, multiple file types. So now let's initialize the index. Let's pass our vector store and we'll do a incremental cleanup. Now let's pass the source ID key as source. With that, we will be able to index those documentations. Now let me add a print statement to see if this is done correctly. Let's call our function. So uv run module 2 rack embedding management py. Here you can see we have added attempt 1, added 2 documents, and we were able to do a update. Now let's try to do second time, and this time you'll see what is the use of doing an incremental. So now if we run it, you'll see it got skipped because we have same document already present there. This is very much important if you want to keep your racks a clean one, because you don't want duplication to be there. So that's where the record manager will help. Now let's see if you intentionally want to modify some record, that is you want to do a mutation. Let's change the page content of our document one. Let me type some, this is a new content that added in the doc one, and let's try to do the mutation this time. And let's also copy paste the print statement, and this time let me comment out the previous code. So you see here what just happened. Now since we have changed the content, now it only skipped one, which was the one that was exactly same, and it deleted the index 2 and added a new in replacement of that. So this is important thing to learn, and in the next tutorial we are going to sum up everything that we have learned and build an actual rack system. Thank you very much.